Well, what was interesting in France was the language that President Sarkozy used. He's saying burqas are not welcome in France. He said that it was really that it debased women, that it took away their humanity. In France, of course, Hala, as you know, there is that separation of church and state. And certainly he's making a secular issue. He's saying, look, our war on the burqas is not with the religion. It is not with being Muslim. But Hala, I have to tell you, throughout Europe, you cannot get more of a hot button issue than this. And at the same time, what some people in the opposition are saying in France is that, look, you are actually doing women a disservice because you are saying to them, you are restricting their freedom. And you are saying you cannot express yourself in the way that you would like because we are banning you from wearing the full Muslim dress. Hala, this has been a controversy throughout Europe. Certainly here in Britain, it's been an issue. A ban would always be unthinkable, but it has been an issue in different venues. And, you know, a couple of years ago, I covered a story in the Netherlands about a proposed law that didn't get approved there, which also wanted to ban the burqas. Hala?
Now, there's a big difference between the law passed in France in 2004 forbidding or banning women or other people from wearing ostentatious signs of religion, as they called it in France, in a government-funded institution. There's a big difference between that and saying, in your private life in the street, you can't wear this because we're banning it. There's a huge rift there between the two things.
Absolutely, and in so many countries, most likely the United States included, you would never say that. You would never attempt it because, as you say, Hala, it means that something that essentially isn't hurting anyone else, you are not allowed to express yourself. And considering for many people it is a symbol of modesty, it is a symbol of religion, many people would find really that incredible that President Nicolas Sarkozy actually backed that. At the same time, what's been interesting, Hala, are the moderate Muslim groups in France are being very careful about how they react to this, and they haven't reacted to it too stridently. I think what they're hoping is that through the proposals in the legislation, that President Sarkozy actually will not get his way, and so they're really trying to tone it down a bit.
Well, burqas are such an extreme form of dress for women. Most Muslim women wouldn't even come near a burqa, and some Muslim women in the French government are saying, I oppose the burqa, even though I'm Muslim and even though I'm a woman, and I am for free speech and the right to wear whatever you like in public. But this is going too far.
Absolutely, and I think that while, you know, the big idiom that we all listen to in terms of freedom of speech, you say, I don't agree with what you're saying, but I would protect your right to say it. And the same thing, a lot of people throughout Europe saying, look, I do not agree with the way you choose to dress yourself, but I defend your right to do that. At the same time, there have been practical concerns in state schools, as you point out. We've had a couple of incidents like that here in Britain, where students are saying, look, I cannot see my teacher. I cannot listen to my teacher. I do not hear her properly. And for those reasons, some people have been asked to actually have at least their face showing in those state institutions. But President Nicolas Sarkozy is really stepping over a line here, and I think we're going to find out exactly where that line is in the coming months as this continues to be debated in France.